Hello everyone, my name is Tazir, and in this video I'm going to talk about a very important and common job interview question. Tell me about yourself. Now, whether you are a job seeker or a student who is being baffled by the large quantity of information on the internet and you do not know where to start and how to answer this question, then I must say you are in the right place at the right time, because this video of mine is well thought out and I'm gonna answer this question to the point. So let's start the video. So let us look at the content of this video. In this video, we're going to look at what is this question, tell me about yourself. Then, why is it asked in most interviews? How not to answer this question. How to answer this question, we're going to look at it with some good and bad examples. How to manage time when you answer this. Other variants of tell me about yourself, like what are the other ways the recruiter or the hiring professional asks you this question? And finally, should you be nervous or scared about this question when you appear for an interview? We're going to find out all of this now. So let's get to the question straight away. Tell me about yourself is often the first question in an interview. Honestly, when I heard this question for the first time in the first interview of my life, there was something in my head which was like this, and I didn't know where to start from. It gave paralysis to my brain until I started finding out why this question is asked in interviews. Let's find it out. Okay, think of this crying baby. You want to pacify it. So you've been trying for hours with this and this to pacify it, but nothing works until you realize that you need to give her this in order to pacify it. So what is the lesson? If you knew what could pacify the baby before, you could have saved yourself from all the troubles in the first place. Same goes for the question, tell me about yourself. If you know what the recruiter or the hiring professional wants to hear from you, you may come out with some good news from the interview room. Who knows? I thought to do some research on what the hiring professionals or recruiters expect to hear from a job seeker when they ask this question. I came across lots of information, but to cut a long story short, here's the bottom line. When a recruiter asks you, tell me about yourself, he or she really wants to assess how your skills and experiences can be used for the job you have applied for and how it can contribute to the growth of the company. It is that simple. Okay, to know how not to answer this question, let us look at some of the replies that most job seekers often give in job interviews. Well, there are three categories of people who would reply to this prompt in three different ways. The first category in reply talks exactly what is there in their resume, so they just repeat the order of the information they have already presented in their resume. The other category starts talking about the family members, like the job profile of the father or the mother. They would also talk about their hometown, like what are the exciting places to visit in it. Some would also go to the extent of talking about why they need this job so badly, because they have been facing financial issues. So like they would say, I'm in need of money right now and so I need this job so badly. Finally, there is one more category that starts talking about why they aren't happy with their existing job or the previous job and how they have suffered because of the bad boss in the last job and so on. Guys, please, such responses are good if you don't need the job at all or if you have planned to have some fun by appearing in random interviews. But on a serious note, if you really need a job, there's a good chance that these responses could shut your dreams of getting the job and you may come out of the interview room very, very disappointed. Okay, now we come to the main part. How to answer this question, tell me about yourself. In order to understand this, let's imagine that you work as a door-to-door selling agent of a company that sells pen. So this pen is your product. So you collect some information in order to sell it to a customer. Let's look at some information that you have gathered. The history of ballpoint pen is interesting. It took 60 years to develop this modern writing instrument. John Jay was the first person to make this patent of ballpoint pen in October 30, 1988. The first pen he made was not suitable for paper because it leaked and the ink smeared. Later, Ladislas and his brother developed an improved version. The ballpoint pens become popular soon. There are some ballpoint pens which comes with caps too. Also, there are different colors and types of pen available in the market nowadays. As you can clearly see, none of this information is going to help you sell the product, because the customer is simply not interested in knowing who made the first ballpoint pen or how many types of ballpoint pens are available in the market at that point in time. The customer, in fact, wants to know about the pen that you are selling. He or she wants to know how this pen can be useful in everyday writing, or how better is it from the other pens available in the market. So by now, I'm sure that you have realized in order to sell your product, you need to filter information about the usefulness and the features that makes it unique and better than the other products available in the market. Similarly, in a job interview, you are the product, and the recruiter is interested in listening to your features and usefulness in context of the job you have applied for. It is that simple. So, let us divide the reply into few segments. Introduce yourself, talk about your role in the last job, talk why you have decided to look for a new job, humble brag about what you have been known for, show that you understand what the recruiter is looking for in a candidate. Now let us analyze these segments with some good and bad examples. Let's look at the first segment, introduce yourself. We look at the good example first. Hello sir, I'm Emily. I'm a graduate with a bachelor degree in commerce from Delhi University with 1 year experience as a customer service manager in an e-commerce company called Jetrex. I love working there. It's a bad example. Hello sir, I'm Emily and my father's name is Jack. He is a retired policeman and my mother is a teacher. I was basically born in Jaipur. My date of birth is 3rd of October 1990. I'm here to get a job and to work in a company. In the good example, you can see the person is straightforward and knows what she would reveal about herself in the context of the job. In the bad example though, the person is giving irrelevant details. Let's get to the second segment of the answer. Talk about your role in the last job. You look at the good example. I supervise day-to-day operation at a customer service department, such as maintaining records and documenting customer service activities and preparing reports on various parameters of customer service. In the bad example, my role as a customer service manager was not very exciting in my previous job. I was not offered exciting assignment most of the time. I didn't like it and I need a new job. Here, in the good example, the person is giving various details of his previous job, some of which might help the recruiter to hire him. On the other hand, in the bad example, the person fails to show positive aspects of his last job. Let's get to the next segment. Talk why you have decided to look for a new job. Good example. Although working with a mid-sized company like Jetrex for the past 1 year has been a great learning experience, I feel like I'm ready to take new opportunities and take the next step in my career. Bad example. My last job with Jetrex was not so good. I mean, the pay was less and I did not like the work environment there, so I want better opportunities. Again, in the good example, you can see the person is presenting his decision of switching the job in a positive way by saying that the reason for his switch is to explore his career. Whereas in the bad example, the person fails to display positivity, rather the person's response reflects the gloominess of his mind, which is not good for a job interview. Let's look at the next segment, humble brag about what you have been known for. Humble brag is a nice way of telling people why you are proud of yourself. Let's look at the good example. Among my friends and colleagues, I'm known for being a good communicator, a punctual and a helpful professional. My performance reviews always made my seniors or supervisors happy, and they would often appreciate my work ethics. Bad example. My friends and colleagues say that I'm a good communicator, but I'm not sure about it. I think they just lie to make me happy. Sometimes my supervisor would also appreciate my work ethics, but I think there is nothing extraordinary. I just work like everyone else. Here, in the good example, the person shows that he is well aware of his strengths and is happy to receive appreciation from people. On the other hand, in the bad example, the person lacks confidence and he is unsure about his capabilities. Let us look at the last and the most important segment of Tell Me About Yourself, which is show that you understand what the recruiter wants from you. So you can say like, from what I could learn from your website or job advertisement, you're probably looking for a candidate with strong communication skills and good work ethics, which are two of the strong points of mine. So I know I can meet these two criteria for this position. This segment is very helpful because it shows that you understand the job you have applied for. It also shows that you have done some research before appearing for the interview. It is like going to the other side of the interview table and tell the recruiter, look bro, you got all the requirements you were looking for. You know what I mean? Okay, how much time should you spend answering this question? I advise not more than 2 to 3 minutes. You may divide the talk time for each segment into 30 seconds each. Okay, what are the other variants of Tell Me About Yourself? Well, the recruiter might ask you the same question in other ways as well. For example, I have your resume in front of me, tell me about yourself. Walk me through your resume. I have your resume, I'd love to hear more about your journey. 2 points before I finish this video. Number 1 is for freshers. Since freshers do not have previous experiences, so it becomes difficult for them to talk about previous experience. But remember, if you are a fresher, it does not make you an insignificant candidate for an interview where the recruiter has invited both freshers and experienced candidates. Remember, in this case, the recruiter already knows that you might be a fresher. In order to talk about your previous experience, you may talk about an inter-college science exhibition, like your role in it, or a college project where you have been doing great teamwork, or if you have worked as a college magazine editor, just tell the recruiter about it. The second point is about body talking. Let the body language assist you in your interviews. Use eye contact. Keep the sparkle in your eyes when you are talking about your positive qualities and achievements. Make hand gestures and do not forget to smile. Finally, should you be scared or nervous of this question, tell me about yourself? Not at all. I'll tell you why. See, in most cases, the guy who is taking your interview is also getting paid from the company. So it is his job to select the right candidate. In case he fails to do so and selects the wrong person for the job, he would be in trouble. Therefore, he is just trying to make his life easy by selecting the right person. So, be the right person and help him to save his job as well. Therefore, next time you are up for an interview, don't be nervous, just enjoy your interview. Good luck. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have liked it, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel for more such interesting videos. If you have friends who are planning to appear for interviews and face this question, tell me about yourself, do share this video with them so that they can answer in the right way without any hesitation or nervousness. If you want me to pick up some specific topic in my next video, please put them in the comment box and I'll be making videos on them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great time ahead. Bye-bye.